Again, it just tells the story of it's the evil and the ugliness of people's hearts these days is everywhere.
This is Frankie Rose's Think Tank. Here's your host, Frankie Rose.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Think Tank. So we have a press conference on a hooting that left 2 people hospitalized this morning. So let's just jump right into this. Boom. Crank up your volume. Because I'm having to.
Yes, because we didn't know if this was going to happen at 10:30 or 10:40, and so Joseph was going to have to leave and we can switch out. But well, I have to say, I still tell you.
Let's see, maybe I can jump this up a little bit.
Okay, so Miles can just shoot cuts or something. And you're here, right?
A little bit more, maybe. Wow, guys.
Otherwise, what?
Bumping it up some more. Holy smokes. Scooch in, guys. Scooch in. Whoa. Whoa.
I'm County here. I'm here with Assistant Commonwealth Attorney Nicole Whitman and another Assistant Commonwealth Attorney Jonathan Dickey and my command staff here to kind of give you what we have so far on the homicide that happened this morning. At about 4:30, we received a call, dispatch call for an argument that was taking place in the 21,000 block of Huntington Square. As we were arriving to the disturbance call, shots had been fired, and we found when we arrived that there were 2 victims of gunshot wounds. So what happened was the people that were disorderly or making a commotion on Huntington Square had walked around to the back parking lot of this building here. At that point, shots were fired. We have 2 deceased, a young Hispanic female and a male, early 20s. We're still waiting to notify all the next of kin to make sure that they're aware of this. So we don't really have any, we can't release any information as to who they were. And we do have, we are looking for suspects. And right now it appears to be a targeted incident, but we don't have an identity on the individual that committed the homicide. So what we're doing is right now is we're asking for the public's help. If you were a witness to this, have any idea who this might have been, the call I said came out at 4:30. We arrived by 4:33, and then the time that transpired between then is when the gunshots took place, and we had 2 victims deceased when we arrived. They were transported to the hospital where they were declared deceased, but actually 2 homicide victims at this point.
Do you have any sense to describe how large the group was, where there was the commotion? Was it one person yelling, or was it a group?
So, I mean, it's still under investigation. We're still looking at all the circumstances. Apparently, there was some disturbance that was going on in the parking lot. I can't tell you whether it was one person or more than that. It appears that there were several individuals that were on the other side of this fence here, near the community, and ultimately that's where the victims had walked to, and then consequently were shot and killed. So.
So just to be clear, Sheriff, so I see there's evidence markers down there, which
Right.
is on this side of the fence, but the community seems to be on the other side of the fence. Can you help clarify
That's right.
where the
So
victims
you've got the apartment complex on the other side of the fence here. You've got an area beyond the fence that you can walk around from the parking lot, and that's apparently where they had walked around to get to where they were here in the back parking lot here, and that's where the incident took place.
The incident took place there, but then the two victims walked back.
So yeah, so there was a disturbance that was taking place, at the residential area. The female and male walked around from there to this particular area, and that's where they encountered other individuals, and that's where the shooting took place.
And this precarity, is it they died on scene and were transported to the hospital or transported?
They were transported to the hospital. They were actually declared at the hospital. So no, they did not die on the scene. They were transported to the hospital where they were pronounced.
And sorry, just one finer point on it. So the argument happened in the community. They
Right.
came around the fence into this parking lot, and that's where the victims took place.
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
Sheriff, any other calls for service in this apartment area or in this cut through?
For that particular period of time,
Not this in particular, but has this been a problem area?
I don't know if I can answer that. Anyways, is a problem area? It's
not anything out of the ordinary.
okay.
I'm sorry, not everything.
It's a pretty normal place for us. It's not a high crime area. We have
And also, just how unusual is it to have this stuff happen?
It's very unusual. I mean, we've had a couple homicides already this year, which is very unusual for us. We average usually one or two, maybe a year, and now we've had more than that. So it is concerning, for sure.
Any indication that drugs may have been involved?
It's too early to tell. Certainly, there was something that prompted that argument, that discussion, and then whatever happened in the aftermath. I can't really say whether it was drug related or related to something else. We're still under investigation.
And I noticed there's in the community, obviously, there's a lot of parents, small children. What would be your message to them with potential shooters still on the loose?
Well, that's my concern. It appears from everything that we see so far that it's a targeted shooting, but it does concern me that we have that person that committed this crime is still on the loose. So that's why we need to have the public help us with trying to determine who this person actually is, and then that way we can kind of go after them and make sure we get that person locked up and behind bars.
What about a lookout for there was a report of a lighter or gray colored sedan leaving the area? Any solid leads on that?
No, we're still looking at, there were some cars that are involved in the scenario, but we're still trying to figure out exactly what their role was, so we don't want to put anything out just yet until we know a little bit more.
I would assume that these buildings have cameras, so I would assume that you're reviewing those to see whether that might be of any help.
Of course, and there was the call that we received was from somebody from the apartment complex behind us that alerted us to the argument, and then as we responded, that's in the time it took us to get the call and respond, that's when the shooting occurred.
And at this time, we're looking for one suspect, like one.
We don't know yet. I mean, it appears that there was several people that were on this side of the fence. Don't know who was involved, who did the shooting, but it appears to be targeted in the sense that it appears that the victims and the suspects were familiar with each other. Okay. All right. Thank you.
Well, that was fast. So they're still looking for the gunman, guys. So share this out. It was a brief one, but at the same time, we learned lots. So keep your eyes peeled, guys. Share it out. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Hit that bell. I'm a random streamer, but consistent. So, guys, again, thanks for being here. Bye.
dun 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 dun